too much going on for you? Hearts, Disney princesses? I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it. Shawnee, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I have my March faves and flops for you guys. You guys really seem to be liking my favorites videos where I do include a couple flops, and I have 2 flops this month. So this is going to be a fun one, but let's start off with the good stuff of the month, and we are going to start off with a product that has been really, really good to me. This is the Dior eyeshadow quint. Shade on this one is called Cuir Cannage. Cannage. It's number 796, and it is a gorgeous neutral quint. You guys can see there are some really pretty rosy colors, some bronzy colors. There's a gorgeous matte brown in the center, which I am in love with. This is a beautiful, just all-in-one palette. I have gotten, surprisingly, I have gotten a lot of different looks out of this palette. Of course, they're all going to be relatively neutral and relatively subtle, because even though the shades do look kind of dark and smoky in the palette. What just happened? Okay, so what were we talking about? Yeah, I can get a lot of different looks out of this palette, even though the shadows look relatively dark in the palette. These are Dior shadows, and if you have tried a Dior shadow before, you'll know they're not incredibly pigmented, but they blend out beautifully, they wear beautifully, and they give you just a really pretty, effortless looking eyeshadow look. Another eye product I've been loving this month is the Rimmel Kate Moss Emerald Gel Eyeliner. Now I believe this is limited edition. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous green gel liner, if I can open it. There we go. This is such a beautiful emerald color. It has a little bit of emerald shimmer glitter in it, which makes it even more beautiful. It is super, super long wearing. I can wear this just by itself, no eyeshadow underneath, no primer underneath, and it will wear on my extremely oily eyelids fantastically. It will not transfer all over the place. It's just so beautiful. As far as lips are concerned, there is a new lipstick formula, actually 2 new lipstick formulas in Sephora that I'm going to be talking about. The first one is the new Bite Buttercream lipstick formula. These are so, so good. I love them. This shade I have here is called Hazelnut. And the weird, or I guess the kind of gimmicky thing about these is that the top has been cut off and it's cut flat, as you can see. And that is supposed to make the lipstick even more creamy and even more just like luxurious on the lips. I'm not gonna lie, I think Bite lipsticks have always been extremely creamy and luxurious, so I don't really think that is anything revolutionary for Bite. I don't feel like these are any more creamy than their original Luminous Cream lipsticks. But what I do love about these is the packaging. It's so cute. It's small and kind of dinky looking, but it is magnetic, which I think is just really nice. I think all expensive lipsticks should be magnetic. I just love that. Another new lipstick formula, which I think is just amazing and has not been getting enough love on YouTube. These are the Marc Jacobs Les Marc lip creams. That's what they're called. Les Marc lip creams. This shade I have here is called Mahogany. It is a beautiful chocolate brown color. I know you don't hear beautiful chocolate brown color all that often, but this one is really, really pretty and really, really flattering for a brown shade. This formula of lipstick really does remind me of the NARS Audacious lipsticks. These are $30 as compared to the $32 of the NARS Audacious. You do get, you know, a nice magnetic packaging just like the NARS Audacious, and you get, you know, the Marc Jacobs logo. And I feel like the formula is similar. They're very creamy, very pigmented, super long wearing, really, really, really good lipstick formula overall. I have a couple of different shades and I think I'm gonna pick up quite a few more. Now, a liquid lipstick formula that I wanted to talk about is one that I have not talked about on my channel before, and I have actually been loving these for a few months, and they've honestly been a slight oversight on my channel, which is why I wanted to definitely mention them in this video. These are the LA Splash Smitten, what are these called? The Smitten Lip Tints. Now this shade looks dark and scary in the tube, and it is absolutely dark and scary on your lips. This shade is called Sirius, just like Sirius Black, and I love it. It is a gorgeous dark navy blue with slight navy sparkle in it. It is so pretty. These completely and totally rival the thing that we will not be talking about on this channel anymore, the Lime Crime Velveteens, as well as a lot of those really high-end liquid to matte lipsticks, just like the Kat Von D Everlasting Love liquid lipsticks, the Anastasia ones, which I didn't love. These are way better than that. And these are a fraction of the price. These are only about $11, $11 to $12. Moving on to face, my first March favorite, which I know I've probably, like, I'm literally beating a dead horse right now. Like, you guys have heard me rave about these. These are the ColourPop Super Shock Cheeks blushes. This shade is called Homie. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's one I've been reaching for so much. It's a gorgeous purpley fuchsia magenta pink matte color. Just amazing. I've literally talked your ear off about these, so I probably won't be mentioning them for a while, but I did want to beat a dead horse and let you know I still love them. I still reach for them. I will be using them a lot. I may not mention them that much on my channel anymore because I feel like I'm eating your ear off. Did that even make sense? I've got a couple of Too Faced products to mention. The first being the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Chiseled to Perfection Face Contouring and Highlighting Kit. This is beautiful. This is another contour kit that I feel like, you know, we get it. We know contouring is big. It does have 4 different shades. 2 of them are highlights, 2 of them are more contours. I use this contour all the time on my cheeks. I have it on today and I absolutely love it. Now I will be completely honest and say that I don't use the other 3 powders half as much as I do this one, and that's mainly because this one is just chunky glitter in a non-existent colored base. This one is a light, just beige color, which I think is pretty dupable. I have things very similar to it, but it is pretty nonetheless. And then this one here is too light for me. So really, I'm honestly only mentioning it for this powder here. If you don't like that powder, I don't know if you would like this kit. The other Too Faced product I want to mention is the Too Faced Hangover RX Face Primer. This is the Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, electrolytes, and probiotics. How fancy is that? I really love this, not as a face primer. I don't actually like this underneath makeup, but I love this as my morning moisturizer. Most days when I go to work, I do not use foundation. I don't use liquid foundation, powder foundation, nada. I have to get out of the house fast. And this stuff works really well to kind of perk up my skin. I feel like it moisturizes a little bit without being greasy, and it smells like coconuts, which is always nice. It just makes my skin look nice. So the new mask that I have been using that I think is fantastic, this is the Peter Thomas Roth Clinical Skincare Irish Moor Mud Purifying Black Mask. This stuff is so good. Now this isn't a clay mask like you may be used to, where you put it on and it gets really hard and tight and it kind of cracks and then you have to wash it off your skin. This is a mud mask that doesn't harden. You put it on, it is like black, like really dark black. So it's a little scary when you put it on, but you put it on, of course, avoid your eyes, avoid your lips, and put it on everywhere else. Let it sit. I let it sit for about 30 minutes. I think it says leave it on for 10 minutes. I don't know, I leave it on for 30. It doesn't harden on your skin anyways, so it doesn't feel uncomfortable. And then you just wash it off and your skin looks glowing. It looks so beautiful. Okay, now we are going to talk about a couple of flops. So the first one I'm going to briefly mention, because I did do a full review video on this explaining my terrible experience with it. This is the Hourglass Modernist eyeshadow palette. The shade I have is Obscura. I have this one and only shade. I will not be purchasing anymore, obviously. And if you want to know why I hate it, just watch my review video. I will link it in the description box down below. And I'm not going to talk about this ever again because it's that bad. The other product that was a flop for me, this is a product that gets so much love and it has been sold out at Sephora for ever. Like ever since it came out, I bought it and then I couldn't find it again. It's been sold out for a long time, but I have a couple reasons why I don't love it. This is the Tarte Tarteist clay paint liner. So essentially this is like a gel eyeliner in a tube. So I thought the concept was very, very clever. It's in a tube, you squeeze it out, you take a brush, and you can just kind of use this little dip that's here at the top almost as a little palette so you don't have to squeeze it onto something else. I thought the concept was very clever. Now, I have a couple reasons why I don't love it. Firstly, although this is a black shade, I feel like it's not super dark black. It is matte, which I do really love and I really appreciate, but I don't feel like it's dark. I feel like it's almost a grayish black. Another thing is that it goes on kind of sheer and a little patchy. So because of that, I feel like I have to put on multiple layers, and then when I put on multiple layers, it starts getting really thick and it starts cracking. Biggest thing that just made me just not like it, throughout the day, it breaks down on my eyes. I have very, very oily eyelids, and when I put this on my lash line throughout the day, it will start transferring up into my crease area where the oil is gathering, and it will look like I have black all over my eyelid. It's not cute. It just doesn't hold up. This does not hold up half as well as the Kate Moss eyeliner that I told you about earlier. This thing was like $5 or $6 and it holds up fantastically on my oily eyelids, and this stuff doesn't, and I believe this was almost $30. That wraps up my March faves and flops. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your guys' favorite, or if you found any flops in the month of March, let me know what they were in the comments down below, and I hope you found this video helpful. I will talk to you guys on my next video on Monday. I'll see you then. Bye! Unique colors that you will often see in the drugstore. A lot of the colors in this line are neon, really, really well to mix. You can mix any of these two colors together to get your own custom